Are you ready for some good news? Although the world is broken and brings with it brokenness and suffering, you can have hope because Jesus understands and is our great comforter. How a Christian faces suffering is a major theme throughout all of Scripture. In fact, the issue of human suffering and the goodness of God is one of the primary questions that a skeptic of the faith might ask. Frequently when I have the opportunity to speak on college campuses or to even talk to our own students, one of the primary questions that all of their questions come back to is, how is it possible that bad things happen to good people in a world where you say God is all powerful, all good, and all loving? In fact, many of us, if we're being honest, that would be one of the questions that we struggle with. Most of us assume that when suffering comes or bad things happen, that God is far away during those seasons. When I'm going through particular seasons of struggle in my life, what I want to find isn't someone who's never experienced it, who doesn't have the same story as me, who has nothing to say about conquering and having victory in that season. Instead, I want to find a brother or sister who's been through this thing before, whatever that thing is. And they can come alongside me and say, listen, I am proof that God will get you through this. Comfort comes best when the one offering the comfort has walked through the same story. Whatever you're going through, Jesus can meet you in that story. And you can be assured that in your story, Jesus can bring you comfort because He faced the same suffering you did. And then Jesus' resurrection, the victory on Easter Sunday morning, is the sign and seal of an assurance that victory does come. The suffering does not last. That grace is new every morning. So wherever you are in your story right now, whatever season you're in, Paul has assurance that God is the God of all comfort, that He comes and meets you in your place, in your story. And the reason that Jesus is able to meet you there is because He stood there. And through His own resurrection, He got victory over the suffering. And then He goes to His Father and He says, let their suffering be mine, and let my victory be theirs.